they understood and got into their heads?
I wish that young people understood that this election is about them, and that the youth must do everything possible to make this election have a meaning to them. And that meaning that the election is going to have is not based on the narratives that we see happening from the political rallies. It is based on what we understand as our history in terms of the gaps and missteps of government in responding to young people's issues, concerns, and challenges. The youth of Kenya must come up and provide solutions, not agonize, complain. We must organize ourselves around our common interests. And those common interests are going to be interests that will be able to inform and influence the political narratives, even as we see the elections drawing closer.
Okay.
We are hoping that young people will be able to understand, rather underscore their challenges and document them, because after the election, we want to push government to be able to respond to those challenges that young people face. Okay. The election is not about hustler or dynasties. This election is about Kenya. Unfortunately, even the hustlers don't have hustlers speaking for young people. Okay. So youth, it's not about you. Okay. It is about them. Let's make this election about us as young people.
All right. Beverly? Kevin Osindo sounded like he's reading.
I was
wondering, was that the time? Was he reading something? Beverly, your closing remarks.
This is what I'd like to urge the youths.
Yeah.
Number one, we need to know that we are the majority of the population in this country, and we have a say in everything politics.
Yeah.
And most youths, you find them and you talk to them about politics and they say, I don't care.
Yeah.
You need to care, because everything that is affecting you is in one way or the other related to politics. Because the politicians, the people we vote into office, they make decisions that are bound to impact us, either positively or negatively. So by the end of the day, you should understand that you have a voice, and a very strong voice. And that voice is your vote.
Right.
So as you go in to vote, or as you want to sit back and not vote, just reflect on what you want. In future for yourself and your generation to come. If you'd like a brighter future, then you'll take a seat, analyze the candidates, because we are not imposing any candidate on someone. You analyze them yourself. And by the end of the day, you'll see the one that you resonate with.
Yeah.
And we want to make this election an issue-based election. We don't want propaganda. We don't want insults, because we are looking forward into a youthful generation, a next political forum whereby the politicians, when we sit on a panel like this, will not be hurling insults at each other.
Yeah.
We were here. Yeah. Did we hurl insults at each other? We were just discussing issues that are pertinent to us. Okay. So by the end of the day, look at that leader whose manifesto or agenda is close next to what you desire.
Okay.
You know,
right.
Someone that addresses you, addresses your need. By the end of the day, we need to be employed.
All right.
Youths need to be employed. By the end of the day, the single mothers need to have something to take home by the end of the day. You know, by the end of the day, we'd like to see everyone having an access to education. Because an educated nation is an informed nation. Okay. And youths, we form a backbone of that.
All right.
This game. I cannot just say this.
You're trying to read the
This guy needs to be hired for speeches, for presidential candidates.
You have the last one.
Now you have the last one.
There's nothing
the
much
best is left
I can add. There's nothing much I can add. For me to just be, I agree. My colleagues, correct. And then the only thing I would say is the why, you know, to ask the right questions. But also where, because I'm seeing a lot of conversations in Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups, and sometimes people begin to battle on issues like personality and not on ideas. I think that conversation needs to shift in those platforms where you are already, and also ask questions like a child. You know the way a child can ask you, why? Why are we going there?
Yeah.
What is that? Ask those simple questions all the time, because we need to get to the root of why a certain person feels they are the right candidate for you.
Okay.
And some of them cannot answer the why. And
All right.
find out who those are.
All right.
Do not vote for them.